Hey, what is up guys, Bongonzo here. So today I'm going to be talking about how to make trap drum beats in Cakewalk with Bandlab. Last week I posted a video on how to make melodies in Cakewalk with Bandlab, and you guys really loved it, and you had a lot of positive responses in the comment section. So today I decided I was going to kind of add on to that video, and I was going to put drums on those melodies so you can really have it more like a full beat, and you can really feel what it takes to make a beat. Also in this video I'm going to be assuming a couple little things, like that you already have a sampler installed on your computer, you already have a couple drum samples and drum kits and stuff like that, and you already know how to use a sampler like Complete Control that I'm going to show in this video. So this is what we have so far. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely delete all of these drums, and we're going to start from fresh. Now, different producers have different tactics on how they do these kind of things. But what I do is I always make the kick drum first. The kick drum basically goes with the 808s. And since I already have the 808s laid out, the kick drum and the 808s should go right in together. So what I do is I push Control and drag this 808 track down to the kick track. And then I'm going to drag all these notes down so they're all on the same level. And then I'm going to drag all of those notes down so they're all on C5. There are many different types of trap kick drums you might want to choose from. Some of my favorites are this. Now I'm going to use this kick A because it's really punchy, has pretty good low end, but also because there's a link in the description where I can give you this sample pack. Woo! That's intense. By the way, I didn't really talk about how I chose this 808. I chose this 808 because it's super duper black. There's some beats that choose snares and some beats that choose claps. I recommend you listen to other people's beats and kind of listen to if they have a clap or a snare. Here's some common claps. And you're always going to want your claps go on the third vertical line of every measure. So you have 1, 2, 3. So this is the third one. And make sure it's on C5. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just like that, we have the clap pattern. Now let's do the hi-hats. From that same kit, I'm going to use this click hi-hat. Sounds like that. Then right click on it. View step sequencer. Now we have the step sequence here, and I want you to change this 47 to a 60. Then turn this beat ups to 8 and the steps to 8. Right click on here. Fill every 2 or 4 depending on how slow your beat is. I'm going to do 2 for this one. And let's drag this to the front so it starts at the beginning. Copy this over so it goes over the entire section. And then highlight the entire track. Right click on it. Bounce 2 clips. If you want more detail on how to do hi-hats, I have an entire video just how to do hi-hat patterns. That is a super duper detailed and really great video. I really recommend it. And then I chose this little draw tool so we can go like this. Now I'm not sure if you noticed, but I already had this M Spectral Pan plugin on. That's a free plugin. Now you can probably notice it. It's basically just panning left and right. It's a really good effect on your hi-hats. Now it's time for the open hat, and the open hat should really bring together your kicks and your 808s. Let me show you how though. And on the same kit we have this MB open hat that I'm just going to drag into an empty area down here. And then if you listen to this, I didn't really feel the punch that I was hoping to feel. When I have the 808, the kick, and the open hat punch at the same time, I really want to feel like a kind of feeling. So I'm going to bring this plugin in called Free Clip. It's a free plugin. I have the link in the description. And I'm just going to jack up the gain, jack down the output volume. Whoa, too much. This is the sound I want to hear right when all 3 of those elements hit. For example, let me show you before and let me show you an after. Before, after. You can really feel it in like the girth of the kick in 808. Now all we got left is perks. Now I've been talking with a lot of producers, and some producers have like several different types of just rim shots, and all of their perks are rim shots. Some producers have it so that they have like a shaker, a triangle, and a couple of rim shots. Some people have like different versions of rim shots and snares that are all different lengths. So when I was trying to develop a good strategy of how to teach you how to use perks, is that you really want to have good rhythms with your perks and some good variation with your perks. So let's look through these and see if we can find a good one. I like this tap rim shot, and then right click on the track, view, piano roll. I'm kind of hearing a kind of sound. And in case you haven't noticed, every single note has to be on C5. And then I'm hearing like a like this. Hear that? That is by far practically the most common pattern in all of trap music. Let's look for the next perk. Let's put the shaker there. I'm gonna put a shaker just a little bit after all of our claps. Get another perk out. Pretty standard. There we go. I also found this dirty chant box, and you've definitely heard that before. Now you might be thinking to yourself, wow, this is a really cool beat. Thank you, Bongonzo, for teaching me how to use percussions. Now I'm going to leave this video now, but don't leave this video because we're not done. Now what I want you to do is click on your hi-hat, go down here, and where it usually will say master, click new stereo bus, and then send all of your drums to bus G. Send all of your drums to that bus except for your kick. Now when you click on your hi-hat, it'll show you the bus that is going to, and your bus should be empty. But what I do to all of my drums every single time is what I'm gonna first do is I'm gonna solo the 808, then the kick. Make sure that it feels good together. Solo the clap. Could be a little louder. And then let's pull in the hi-hats. And so each your perks individually to make sure they all sound good together. Some could be louder. Once all of your drums volumes and stuff like that are good together, then you want to move on to this next step that I'm going to show you. Disclaimer, the feature I'm about to show you was actually not like invented by me or like discovered by me. It was a technique used by another YouTuber that I want to link in the description. Now for the effects I've been talking about. I want you to open up this percussion strip. It's a default plugin built into Cakewalk. On this left side of this thing, there's a transient shaper. We're going to turn up the attack on there. So, and I want you to turn it up until you can hear a difference and then start turning it down. For example, listen to this. Did you hear the clap? The clap had like a clip on the top. So we want to turn that down a bit. That's pretty good. Also on here, there's an equalizer. Turn on the equalizer, clicking that button, and turn down the level here and turn up the level here. Now we're going to pull up this plugin called Camel Crusher. It's a really good distortion plugin that I'm going to link to you in the description. And we're going to turn down all of these, every single one of these effects, turn off the filter, and turn up the volume, turn up the mix, turn down the compressor. Make sure your compressor's on fat mode and start turning this up until you can hear a difference. Sounds pretty good. Now let's turn up the mechanism noise. So we want to make sure we're careful with these. You might only have to put your mechanism at like 1 or 2%. There's this other plugin called M Wave Shaper, and what I want you to do is I want you to just bring up this little curve a bit. Now unsolo all your tracks by hitting this unsolo button, and let's listen to the beat. Change the output knob how loud you want it to be. Anyway guys, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you want another kind of video like this, a kind of tutorial kind of based video, tell me in the comment section. I'd love to do one of these again. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you this week Saturday. Woo!